Welcome everyone, join us as we delve into the highs and lows of one of rock and roll's most iconic percussionists, Motorhead's legendary drummer, Phil Philthy Animal Taylor. So let's dive in. Phil Philthy Animal Taylor, born Philip John Taylor on the 21st of September 1954 in Hasland, Derbyshire, in England. Growing up in the vibrant city of Leeds, Yorkshire, Taylor discovered his passion for drumming at a young age. Encouraged by his father, he embarked on a musical journey that would lead him to become one of the most iconic drummers in rock history. Seeking to hone his skills, Taylor pursued drum lessons at Leeds College of Music, laying the foundation for his legendary career behind the kit. Taylor's journey with Motörhead began in 1975 when he replaced Lucas Fox during the recording of the band's debut album, On Parole. Lemmy, the band's iconic frontman, recognized Taylor's talent and practicality, as he not only possessed drumming skills but also had transportation to take the band to and from the studio. This fortuitous encounter marked the beginning of Taylor's influential tenure with Motörhead. It was also Taylor who introduced Lemmy to guitarist Fast Eddie Clarke, forging the legendary trio that would define the sound and attitude of Motörhead for years to come, and be known as the classic Motörhead lineup. In December, Motörhead recorded Leaving Here, a track penned by the renowned songwriting trio Holland Dozier Holland, for Stiff Records, known for its association with early punk rock and pub rock. However, United Artists, their current label, intervened to block its release due to contractual obligations. Despite initial setbacks and unfavorable reactions, such as winning a poll for the best worst band in the world in NME magazine, Motörhead persisted. In April 1977, feeling disillusioned and unrecognized, Taylor and Clarke made the decision to leave Motörhead. However, before parting ways, they agreed to a farewell performance at London's Marquee Club. Despite setbacks, such as the absence of a planned recording session, Ted Carroll from Chiswick Records offered them an opportunity to record a single after the show. Seizing the chance, Motörhead laid down 11 tracks, which eventually evolved into a full album. Released in August 1977, their self-titled debut album, Motörhead, spent a week on the UK albums chart at number 43. This marked the beginning of a new chapter for the band, as they embarked on tours and gained momentum, supporting acts like Hawkwind and the Count Bishops. In August, Tony Secunda assumed management of the band, but instead of stabilizing, their cohesion deteriorated further. By March 1978, Taylor and Clarke had formed a new band on the side called the Muggers. In July 1978, Motörhead reunited with manager Douglas Smith, striking a one-off singles deal with Jerry Bron's Bronze Records. Their rendition of Louie Louie hit the shelves in September, peaking at number 68 on the UK singles chart. The band embarked on a UK tour to promote the single, recorded a session for BBC Radio 1's John Peel, and made their debut appearance on BBC Television's Top of the Pops in October. Capitalizing on this momentum, Chiswick Records reissued their debut album, Motörhead, on white vinyl through EMI Records. The success of Louie Louie prompted Bronze to extend their contract, leading to the recording of their second album, Overkill, with producer Jimmy Miller at Roundhouse Studios. Released in March 1979, Overkill marked Motörhead's first top 40 album, reaching number 24 on the UK albums chart, with the title track peaking at number 39 on the singles chart. The subsequent Overkill UK tour kicked off later that month, with a follow-up single released in June featuring No Class and Like a Nightmare. Though not as successful as its predecessors, the single still managed to chart at number 61 in the UK. During the summer of 1980, Motörhead juggled recording their album Bomber, with a standout performance at the Reading Festival. Bomber hit shelves on October 27, quickly climbing to number 12 on the UK albums chart. The album's title track was released as a single on December 1, peaking at number 34 on the UK chart. This period also saw the single release of The Golden Years, which reached number 8. Later, Motörhead and Girl School shared a televised slot at the Nottingham Theatre Royal for the Rockstage programme. In the late summer of 1980, Motörhead hit Jackson's studios in Rickmansworth with producer Vic Mailer. The iconic Ace of Spades single dropped on October 27, giving fans a taste of what was to come with the Ace of Spades album, released on November 8. Both the single and the album made a huge impact, with the single reaching number 15 and the album soaring to number 4 on the UK charts, the band's highest position to date. Bronze Records even celebrated the album's gold record status by pressing a limited edition in gold vinyl. However, during this time, Taylor faced a severe setback when he broke his neck in a freak accident after being lifted above the head of a friend in a test of strength, only to be dropped on his head. Despite the injury, he continued to play with Motörhead, donning a neck brace, as seen in the Ace of Spades music video. Taylor's resilience was remarkable, considering he had faced injuries before, including a broken hand sustained in a scuffle outside his London flat, which he powered through by taping his drumstick to his hand until it healed. In November, Motorhead stormed onto Top of the Pops with Ace of Spades, and embarked on their Ace Up Your Sleeve UK tour with Girls' School and hiatus. They also made a memorable appearance on the children's show Tis Was. Ace of Spades became the ultimate Motorhead anthem, dominating the charts and proving the band's raw power and speed. To complement the album's success, Big Beat released 4 unused tracks from previous sessions as Beer Drinkers and Hellraisers, reaching number 43 on the UK singles chart. In 1981, Motorhead scored more chart hits with the St. Valentine's Day Massacre EP, reaching number 5 on the UK singles chart, and the live version of Motorhead, which hit number 6 in July. Their album No Sleep Till Hammersmith topped the UK albums chart in June. During their Short Sharp Pain in the Neck UK tour in March, recordings for the album were made. The band toured North America with Blizzard of Oz, making a Top of the Pops appearance in July. They then recorded tracks for the David Jensen Show and embarked on a European tour. Clarke left after recording Stand By Your Man, leading to Lemmy and Taylor recruiting Brian Robertson. The band toured extensively, including Japan and Europe. After Robertson's departure, Wurzel and Phil Campbell joined, and in 1984, the band recorded Ace of Spades for the Young Ones. Their journey continued with new lineup dynamics and global tours until Taylor left Motorhead in 1984. In the following years, Taylor remained active in the music scene. He collaborated with Wasted and joined forces with Brian Robertson to create Operator. In 1986, he also became a member of Frankie Miller's touring band, showcasing his versatility and enduring passion for music beyond his tenure with Motorhead. In 1987, Taylor reunited with Motorhead, expressing regret for his departure and emphasizing his enduring dedication to the band. Reflecting on his hiatus, he humorously remarked, "Let's just say I took a 3-year holiday." In 1987, Taylor returned to Motorhead for a cameo appearance in the film Eat the Rich, alongside Wurzel and Campbell. The band created the song Eat the Rich for the film's soundtrack, featuring tracks from their album Orgasmatron, and Wurzel's solo single Bess. Their album Rock and Roll was released the same year, characterized by a tight studio schedule and described by the band as being nailed together. In 1988, Motorhead performed at the Giants of Rock Festival in Finland, with tracks from the show released as live album, No Sleep at All in October. A planned single was scrapped when the band's preferred A-side was replaced without their consent. Legal issues with their label followed until mid-1990, when they signed with Epic, WTG and recorded a new album in Los Angeles. A live recording from their 10th anniversary show was released against the band's wishes in 1990. During the recording of their album 1916, tensions arose with producer Ed Stasium, leading to his dismissal. The album and its single, The One to Sing the Blues, were released in January 1991, followed by tours in the UK, Europe, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and the US. On March 28, 1992, Motorhead performed what would become Taylor's final show at Irvine Meadows in California. Meanwhile, they were recording the album March or Die at Music Grinder Studios in Hollywood during the 1992 Los Angeles riots. The album featured 3 drummers, including Taylor, who was eventually fired due to his inability to learn the drum track for the song, I Ain't No Nice Guy. Already having been warned 3 times in the previous 2 years to get his act together because of his poor performances, Tommy Aldridge took over and recorded most of the material for the album after Taylor's departure. From 2005 to 2008, Taylor collaborated with Whitey Kirst, Iggy Pop, and Max Nose in a group called The Web of Spider, where they played and recorded together. In 2007, he was briefly involved in a project called Capricorn with Todd Youth, Phil Caivano, and Corey Parks. Following his time with The Web of Spider, Taylor teamed up with former Wasp guitarist Chris Holmes for a new project. Additionally, in 2009, he joined American thrash metal band Overkill for a performance at the Islington Academy, where they covered a Motorhead song, paying homage to the band from which Overkill took their name. Taylor occasionally played drums for Mick Farren and the Deviants, contributing to albums such as Dr. Crow in 2002, Sheep in Wolves' Clothing in 2008, and Portobello Shuffle in 2009. He also reunited with Lemmy and Clarke on 6 November 2014 at the National Indoor Arena in Birmingham, appearing on stage for Motorhead's classic Ace of Spades. However, his role was limited to waving to the crowd before leaving the stage. Personally, Taylor was romantically linked to motorcycle Irene and Debbie Linden. He was married to Thera Ann Johnson in 2000 but separated shortly after. Taylor reportedly had never publicly acknowledged his marriage to Johnson, who left him weeks after they were wed. His will revealed his sisters, Linda Taylor Fry and Helen Greenwood, as the primary beneficiaries of his $1.8 million estate. Sadly, on the 12th of November 2015, Taylor passed away in London at the age of 61 after battling an illness. Liver failure was cited as the cause of his death. Taylor was buried in the Hasland Cemetery, Hasland, Chesterfield, in the United Kingdom, honoring his final resting place. And there you have it. Phil Taylor may have left us, but his thunderous drumming and larger-than-life persona continue to reverberate through the annals of rock history. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content just like this. Take care and bye for now.